Is it better in NBA 2K23 to go with ISO or pick and roll? Which one's easier? Which one's harder? Which one takes more skill? Which one is just, you know what I'm saying, the easiest thing to do in the game? I'm going to tell y'all all these details right now in this video. Make sure you hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you can catch more videos from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hop right into this video. Now, as far as which play style is the easiest to play, it's 100% ISO. It's so easy, that's all you literally see. It's considered the meta, you know what I'm saying? It's considered the meta. That's what everyone does. Everyone gets, you know what I'm saying? All shooters on one team, you know what I'm saying? 3v3 or 5v5. Everyone can shoot, you know what I'm saying? Everyone can shoot. There's one dribble at the top of the key, and there's shooters spread out. If you're in 3v3, there's a shooter in the corner, shooter in the other corner. You're in 5v5, dribble at the top of the key, and you got two shooters at the wings, you got two shooters in the corner, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, I prefer to do pick and roll offense, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more fun to just do pick and roll instead of doing ISO, because ISO is just, it's too easy. You can literally just dribble, do a few dribbles, and you can just blow by, like go right past them, because most of the time, people do not know how to move their players right, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, people can't move their players properly to the point where they can control them to guard ISO, you know what I'm saying, on defense. Me personally, look at me in this clip right here. Look at me right now. I can guard ISO. I know how to move my player properly to where I can stay in front of the defender. Now, I am a center, so this is really, you know, most of my videos are for centers. So I'm just, if you want me to drop another video on how to guard ISO defense, I can do another one. I dropped one already if you need some tips on playing ISO defense as a big man. But, you know what I'm saying, I know that dude that was dribbling, he's not the best dribbler, he's not the best ISO player, but I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying, it's not really hard for me, but I know it's hard for a lot of people. That's why it's the meta, that's why I consider the meta, you know what I'm saying. Now, you know what I'm saying, pick and roll definitely is my way to go because it's more fun, it takes more skill. ISO takes less skill. I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with that, because if it didn't take, like look at my guard, that's my guard. Like, y'all see how he just blew by him? It's too easy, you know what I'm saying? People most of the time cannot check it because the movement on defense is not the same as the movement on offense with the ball, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people know that by now. Like, the physics on offense versus defense is very different. It's very, very much different. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, I said that ISO is the best way to go for offense. That doesn't mean that I prefer it. I prefer pick and roll, you know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to defense, the easiest thing to guard on defense is pick and roll. Well, for me, it's ISO, which I know sounds crazy because I said ISO is the easiest thing to do because it's OP. But for me, I feel like guarding ISO defense is easy because this is the game where defense got really buffed. Dribbling got nerfed. Well, I'm not gonna say defense got buffed. Defense got nerfed a little bit, especially in the paint. But we're not talking about the paint right now. We're talking about the perimeter right now. But dribbling got nerfed a lot. Shooting got nerfed a lot. Well, it's not nerfed, it's just harder for people to shoot. You know, the release timing changes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Your shooting time, it depends on your stamina, it depends on your adrenaline bars. So it's very much different than it used to be. You know, so I said that pick and roll. No, I said that ISO is easier to guard because, like I said, I know how to move my player properly. If you don't know how to move your player properly, you would probably say that pick and roll is easier to guard for sure. You know what I'm saying? And when I say move my player properly, I mean like at the right angles to get the best speed to keep up with the ISO player when he's trying to drive by. You know what I'm saying? When I'm talking about the angles and stuff, like I move at diagonals. You know what I'm saying? I don't really move vertically or horizontally. A lot of times I move my stick diagonally and it lets me keep in front of them. So if you noticed in that one clip I showed you. Now, like I said, pick and roll is probably easier to guard for the majority. It's definitely easier to guard for the majority. And pick and roll is definitely the easiest to guard for the majority because, you know what I'm saying, pick and roll, you set a screen. As a big man, it's set a screen. Your point guard is going around the screen. If you got a good small point guard, now most of the time the big point guards aren't good enough for the pick and rolls. I don't understand why, because they are fast just like small guards, so it doesn't really make sense. But if you are doing pick and roll offense, literally on defense, you know what I'm saying, all you have to do is hedge as a big man. Excuse me. All you have to do is hedge. Most people don't know what hedging means. A lot of people will sit their butt in the paint as a center, which really infuriates me because you should know better by this time. You should know better by this point that as a center, you cannot sit in the paint on defense when the other team is setting the screen. You need to step your butt up, boy. You need to step up, you feel me? hedging, you literally just need to be up at the screen, be up there, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't let the guard get open off the screen. As soon as your guard get back to the offensive point guard, then you get back to your man in time, and then watch the roll. If he's a popper, watch the pop, you know what I'm saying? It's really not hard at all. But for me personally, ISO is easier to guard, but this is not about me, this is about the general public. So the general public, it is easier to guard pick and roll. So you're gonna wanna hope that the other team is doing pick and roll 24/7, whether it's 2v2, 3v3, 5v5. You're gonna always wanna hope that they're doing pick and roll offense. If they're doing ISO offense, then you might have to try a little harder to, you know, to stop them. You're gonna have to try a little harder. At the end of the day, I feel like that you should go with whatever play style you want to. Do not follow the trends. Don't follow what's considered the metas. Do the play style that you feel like you would have more fun with. That's what I feel like you should do. Me personally, I do ISO in part 3v3 or 2v2, but in 5v5 or rec or pro-am or whatever, I always do pick and roll. I can't stand to do ISO on offense and the rec. It's so boring, and I don't get the ball on offense. If I do pick and roll, you know what I'm saying, I know how to roll good. I know how to get in the paint. I know how to get in certain areas good, whether it's a roll or a pop. And I you know what I'm saying, everybody got to touch the ball. But when I'm playing ISO offense with my team at 5v5, the centers rarely get the ball, unless they're just getting fed the ball on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I've rarely seen the big man get the ball more than the rest of the team when you're doing ISO. But if you're doing pick and roll offense, everyone touches the ball. You know what I'm saying? Everyone touches the ball. Whether it's the shooters, you know, the locks, the power forward, or the center. Everyone touches the ball when it's pick and roll offense. That's what I've seen for the majority of this year, you know what I'm saying? And the majority of last year and the previous year, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the end of this video. Like I said, bottom line, go with whatever play style you want. But if you want to know what's the easiest to do on offense, ISO is definitely easier on offense. And if you want to know what's easier to do on defense, guarding the pick and roll is definitely easier. So that's it for this video. Hit that like button for me, hit that sub button for me once again. Make sure you turn on post notice. I'm about to stream later, right after this video, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you pop out in the stream if you want to see me in action, you know what I'm saying? And I'll catch y'all in the next video, man. Peace out.